Had some baked sweet potato. That was pretty good.
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. Jackson County Airport Manager Juan Zapata, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Curriculum and Federal Programs for Jackson Public Schools, Julie Baker, Lean Rocket Local Fellow, Owner and Artistic Director for Grace School of Dance, Lindsay Walsh. For the Southside Festival Series Local Authors Expo, Hakeem Crampton, with publisher and author Yanis Jackson. From Area 19 Special Olympics Executive Director Randy Coleman with Alice Kolb. And now, here's Bart.
Why, thank you very much, David Rice, and good afternoon, and welcome. Nice to have you with us today on another beautiful day. 70 degrees and sunshine. Should be just perfect for the rest of the afternoon. A bit breezy though. Overnight tonight, clear, 41. Wednesday, increase in clouds, a little cooler, high 66, but still above normal. And then Thursday, rain, thunderstorms possible. Also, high of only 61. Chance of precipitation is 80%. On Friday, showers in the morning, high of only 49, and improving for the weekend. Sunny on Saturday, 61, sunny on Sunday, and 68. Thank you, Kelly Express, bringing you today's weather. Kelly Express with awesome snacks, drinks, and more. It is the perfect refreshment stop, and it's also a spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at South Street, Jefferson Road, Napoleon, the new location, County Farm Road, and Grass Lake. And the pizza deal this month, and it is quite a deal, a large one item and an order of bread for $17.99 at Kelly Express. And today is a Kelly Express car wash kind of day. We have, let's take a look outside, see how things look. The day after the eclipse, everything seems to be back to normal after the eclipse.
I would say so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, doesn't it look beautiful? Starting to see some green on the trees and work on the Blackstone, the new apartment complex across from Steve's Ranch.
Now, is that green grass in the middle of the construction and the other apartment complex going to stay like that? Just grass, or something going to be built there in the middle?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe parking.
Extra parking, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the people in the Blackstone will park. Maybe there.
Yeah.
Just on the grass.
Just on the grass, sure.
Did everybody enjoy the eclipse yesterday? We have some photos from some relatives in Ohio where they actually had totality.
Hmm.
Yeah. Amazing. It's amazing. What's amazing to me is people say, how is it that the moon perfectly blocks the sun when they're nowhere near the same size and nowhere near each other? And it's just it's a miracle that the moon is the size that it is, and that the sun is the size as it is, and the distance. The sun is 400 times the size of the moon, and the sun is 400 times away from the earth as the moon.
I was told this happens quite often, but because a lot of times you have to be in the middle of the ocean to see it. That's why people can't see it, but it happens more often than people think.
Often than, yeah.
Yeah.
Not real often, but more often.
Right.
It's just not as often over land.
Right.
The next total eclipse for Michigan will be in the year 2099, I think. So, not in my lifetime.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. Today is International Be Kind to Lawyers Day. So be kind to Phil Curtis,
Yep.
or Kevin Thompson, or Jim Fleming, or Ian Fleming, or any one of the many fine lawyers we have in our community. It is National Cherish an Antique Day. Should be nice to Mickey. National Gin and Tonic Day and National Pimento Cheese Day. And I believe we celebrate Pimento Cheese Day in honor of the Masters, which is this week, and their featured item on the menu board at the snack stations, a pimento cheese sandwich. And I plan on having at least one later this week. And guess how much a pimento cheese sandwich is at the Masters?
I heard it wasn't as expensive things there as you would think, but I'm gonna say $7.
$1.50.
$1.50.
It's unbelievable. I could get a pimento cheese sandwich, a bag of chips, a blueberry muffin, a Diet Coke, and a Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. All that for guess how much?
I can't do the math, but
$9.
Now, can you bring some of those? Can you bring food? Like, can you leave with food and stuff, and they can bring
I
some
don't
back
know.
for
They've
us?
got so many
Would
rules.
that be tacky?
It would be tacky. And
But for $1.50, you know, you should bring like 10 of them
stock
back.
up. Bring a cooler. I'll bring a cooler.
There you go.
And National Unicorn Day. Prince Charles married Camilla Parker on this day in 2005. In 1967, the first Boeing 737 took off on its maiden voyage. It's the best-selling airplane of all time. Is that the plane that the doors are falling off?
Yeah, and I heard they just had another incident the other day
Yeah,
where
the
something
engine
blew off. And
cover of the engine.
there's always something going with those.
The first recording of the human voice was created on this day in 1860, and it was a French inventor. He created a phonautograph, a sound recording device, and the first words he ever spoken, ever recorded, first words ever recorded were the French folk song Au clair de la lune, which means in English, Brandon?
Can you hear me now?
No? By the light of the moon. Appropriately with the...
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
mhm.
Very appropriate.
In 1866, this is unbelievable, but the General Ulysses S. Grant was pulled over for speeding in his horse buggy. True story. And it happened on the one-year anniversary of the surrender of General Lee at Appomattox, the end of the Civil War on this day, 1865. And in 1962, Rita Moreno became the first Hispanic woman to win an Oscar for her role. 1962, the movie was 1961. Hispanic, first Oscar.
I have no clue.
It's a hint.
1962. That means nothing to me.
No, this is the hint. I'm giving you the hint.
Snap. Finger snap.
West Side Story.
Oh, okay. Oh, I should have known that.
Thank you. Thank all of you at home
Now I know.
for
Yeah.
shouting that out. Brandon could not hear you.
Oh yeah, they said it after you gave the answer. That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. They said it
No,
after
they didn't
you
know
gave the
until
answer.
after you gave the answer.
On to Today on the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. And we have Restaurant Week all this week. Make sure you take advantage of the great deals and the wonderful food at Jackson County restaurants. Complete list on Today on the J and experiencejackson.com. The Great Michigan Read is all this week at any and every Jackson District Library branch. Technology help for seniors until 3:30 this afternoon at Jackson College. The Grow Jackson Raised Garden Bed Building is tonight from Well, it continues throughout the afternoon at St. Mary's downtown. If you want to volunteer, they'd love to see you. Wednesday, the National Civics Bee, the first ever, the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Spring Arbor University hosting the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation's first of its kind civics competition. It's like a spelling bee, but it's civics. And that's at 6 p.m., White Auditorium, Spring Arbor University. All are welcome. And we have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more weeks of the Found Church Farmers Market on Fridays in downtown Jackson. And that's Today on the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Our sponsor of the day today is M&K Jetting and Televising. Thank you, M&K, for sponsoring JTV and for all the great things you do in our community. They are a big sponsor of community events and nonprofits, and they're also one of the featured sponsors of the ORS Race Series. And we've got another running series coming up later in the month of April. Thank you, M&K Jetting and Televising, bringing you today's show. Great water in the County National Bank Green Room at the O'Hara Construction Company studio, provided by Tri-County Water. Thanks so much. A great lineup of guests on today's show, starting with Jackson County Airport Manager Juan Zapata. We'll hear about the economic impact of the airport on our community. It's pretty amazing. Also today, Julie Baker from Jackson Public Schools. We will meet another one of the Lean Rocket local fellows, Lindsay Walsh. Excuse me. Every month we are meeting a new fellow of Lean Rocket Local. Akeem Crampton from the Southside Festival Series is here today for the Authors Expo. I think it's the first time we've been doing this, and we have a local author, Yanis Jackson, and a preview of the Special Olympics events and activities from Randy Coleman and Alice Kolb. Plus, Jenna Shemileski will be here with Right Size Your Life and more. All here today on JTV. Great year here, and we begin right after this.